Did you know that peaches are super popular in America? This juicy fruit ranks as the third most cultivated fruit in the United States, following only apples and grapes. Peaches thrive in warm weather and are mainly grown in states like California, South Carolina, and Georgia, which boast perfect conditions for their growth. The peach tree is not just a beautiful addition to gardens, it also delivers sweet, succulent fruit enjoyed by many. With their vibrant color and delightful flavor, peaches are a favorite in pies, jams, and salads. They're not only tasty, but also packed with vitamins A and C, making them a healthy snack choice. Each summer, peach festivals celebrate this beloved fruit, bringing communities together to enjoy everything peachy. So whether you bite into a fresh peach or savor peach-flavored desserts, this fruit definitely deserves its spot among America's favorites. Did you know ancient Egyptians worshipped onions as symbols of life? These seemingly simple vegetables had a profound meaning in ancient Egyptian culture. Their unique layered structure, with rings within rings, symbolized infinity and the eternal cycle of life and death. Egyptians believed that life didn't end with death. Rather, it transformed into another phase of existence. Because of this belief, onions were often placed in the tombs of pharaohs. This was done to ensure that the rulers had sustenance in the afterlife. Even more fascinating is the discovery of onions in the eye sockets of mummies, such as Pharaoh Ramses IV. These finds highlight just how important onions were in their spiritual practices and views on immortality. This reverence for onions shows us how a common food item can take on deep cultural and spiritual significance, shaping beliefs about life beyond death in ancient civilizations. So the next time you slice an onion, remember that for the Egyptians, it was not just a vegetable, but a powerful emblem of eternity. Can you imagine gold buried deep within Earth? Earth's core contains enough gold to theoretically coat our entire planet up to knee-deep. This mind-blowing treasure comes from meteorite impacts that enriched our planet during its formation billions of years ago. However, this shimmering gold isn't just lying around. It is buried about 1,800 miles beneath the Earth's surface in a realm that is far beyond our reach. To put that depth into perspective, think of a stack of nearly 100 Eiffel Towers, one on top of the other. This glorious reserve of gold makes the search for terrestrial treasures seem trivial in comparison. While we often hear about gold in jewelry and electronics, the true source is hidden deep inside our planet, waiting for us to find a way to access it. Unfortunately, with current technology, reaching the core is well beyond our capabilities. So for now, we can only dream about the shimmering wealth that lies beneath our feet, untouched and unseen. What do you think it would take to reach that gold? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Japan's population is shrinking. This island nation is grappling with a major demographic challenge as its birth rates continue to plummet. Currently, Japan holds one of the oldest populations in the world, with a staggering proportion of citizens aged 65 and older. Experts predict that if this trend continues, Japan could see its population cut by nearly half by the end of this century. A combination of factors contributes to this alarming trend. Many young people are choosing to marry later, if at all, and some are opting for smaller families. Additionally, Japan's strict immigration policies have not helped, limiting the influx of young workers to balance the aging population. This shrinking workforce poses serious concerns for the economy and social systems, leading many to wonder how Japan will cope with a future where there are more retirees than workers. What solutions can bring hope to this pressing issue? Have you ever wondered why pubs closed on St. Patrick's Day? In Ireland, the celebration of St. Patrick's Day has deep religious roots, so much so that bars were traditionally closed until 1961. This practice began because many Irish people observed the day as one of fasting and reflection, honoring their patron saint, St. Patrick. For Catholics, indulging in alcohol during such a solemn time was viewed as inappropriate or immoral. As a result, the pubs remained shut, and many people instead attended church services or spent the day with family. The lifting of this restriction in the 1960s allowed for a more festive celebration of St. Patrick's Day, showcasing the blend of Irish culture and the global love for the day. Today, you can find people celebrating with parades, music, and of course, some good Irish drinks. Isn't it fascinating how traditions evolve over time? Discover Italy's amazing wine fountain that never closes. Located in the stunning region of Abruzzo, the Fontana del Vino is a delightful surprise along the Camino de San Tommaso pilgrimage route. This unique attraction, installed by the Dora Sarchisi Vineyard, offers travelers the chance to enjoy free red wine 24 hours a day. Imagine walking along a scenic path and stumbling upon a fountain that pours out fine wine instead of water. This innovative concept not only reflects the region's rich winemaking heritage, but also promotes a warm culture of hospitality and friendship. Visitors can taste the local wines while embracing the relaxed surroundings. The wine fountain has quickly become a must-visit destination for tourists and locals alike, inviting everyone to take a break and savor the experience. So whether you're on a pilgrimage or just exploring, the Fontana del Vino is a wonderful invitation to indulge in Abruzzo's flavors. How cool is that? Believe it or not, 46 BC had 445 days. This extraordinary period, famously known as the Year of Confusion, arose from the efforts of Julius Caesar to fix the Roman calendar. Prior to this change, the calendar was a bit out of sync with the seasons, which caused agricultural challenges and confusion about important dates. To realign the calendar with the solar year, Caesar added 2 extra leap months, creating an exceptionally long year that lasted 445 days instead of the usual 365. This adjustment marked the transition to the Julian calendar, laying the groundwork for our modern calendar, which refined leap years for better accuracy. This fascinating story captures how one person's decision can ripple through history, impacting how we track time today. Can you imagine living in a year that stretched nearly a year and a half? Believe it or not, cocaine was part of the Blues Brothers' budget. During the making of this iconic 1980 film, an unusual line item was included in the budget for the notorious drug. The movie, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, was all about fun, music, and outrageous antics. But it took place during a time when drug culture was rampant in Hollywood. Although the amount designated for on-screen use was intended as a prop, it reflects the wild lifestyle that surrounded the film's production. The crew often faced various challenges, and some believed that the drug culture fueled creativity or helped cope with stress. Thankfully, the film's legacy is all about the unforgettable music and comedy that emerged from it, rather than the darker side of its behind-the-scenes story. How did such a classic emerge from such a chaotic time? You won't believe this about aquagenic urticaria. This rare condition causes people to break out in itchy hives whenever their skin touches water, even their own tears. Imagine feeling overwhelmed by emotions, but being scared to cry, because it could lead to painful welts all over your body. Those with aquagenic urticaria experience this daily struggle with water exposure, which can turn everyday activities like showering and swimming into challenging situations. The exact cause of this condition is still a mystery to scientists, but it often leads to an emotional toll on those affected, complicating personal relationships and self-care routines. Some individuals have shared that they feel isolated due to their condition, feeling unable to enjoy social activities that involve water. While treatments exist, such as antihistamines, managing aquagenic urticaria remains a difficult journey for many. What's life like for those living with this unusual condition? Did you know cucumbers are more hydrating than watermelons? It might surprise you that cucumbers are made up of around 95% water, making them one of the most hydrating foods you can eat. In comparison, watermelons, which are often considered the ultimate summer fruit, contain about 91 to 92% water. This slight difference means that if you're looking for a fresh snack to keep you cool and hydrated, cucumbers come out on top. Both of these juicy treats are packed with essential nutrients, but cucumbers also bring a crispy crunch that makes them perfect for salads or as a refreshing snack on the go. So next time you're at a picnic or enjoying a sunny day, reach for a cucumber to quench your thirst. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as a cucumber can offer even more hydration than a watermelon? You won't believe this about the Le Mans race. The 24 Hours of Le Mans is an incredible endurance race that stands out as the most prestigious of its kind in the world. This iconic event, held annually in France since 1923, pushes teams to their limits as they compete for a full 24 hours straight. Imagine racing through day and night, where every driver must exhibit unparalleled skills and precision. The course features a thrilling mix of public roads and a closed track, which demands not only speed, but also strategic thinking. Teamwork plays a crucial role, as drivers often switch mid-race, relying on their colleagues for assistance and quick adjustments. It's not just about raw power. Each vehicle undergoes brilliant engineering to endure the grueling hours while facing unpredictable weather and fierce competition. From heart-stopping turns to calculated pit stops, every team must stay alert and manage risks effectively. The Le Mans race is not just a test of speed, it's a true measure of endurance for both the machines and the talented drivers behind the wheel. Surprisingly, it's a fact that pigeons can bite. In an unusual incident in the UK, a man found himself with a broken nose after a pigeon dropped out of the sky and struck him right in the face. This unexpected encounter not only startled him, but also led to a comical yet painful fall, making this story seem like something from a slapstick comedy rather than everyday life. Pigeons, often seen as harmless city dwellers, can sometimes have surprising impacts on unsuspecting people. While these birds are usually more concerned with scavenging for food than causing mishaps, this bizarre accident serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of urban wildlife. So next time you see a pigeon, keep your head up, literally. You never know when you might get a surprise from above, whether it's food or something a bit more painful. Prepare to be amazed by plumbing's surprising history. The word plumbing comes from the Latin word plumbum, which means lead. The Romans were incredible builders and engineers, and they used lead pipes to transport water throughout their cities. This innovation allowed them to create extensive aqueducts and systems that improved public health and sanitation. Interestingly, the chemical symbol for lead is Pb, a direct nod to its Latin roots. While lead pipes were great for their time, we now know they pose health risks, particularly to young children. Nowadays, modern plumbing uses safer materials like copper and PVC to ensure clean water flows to our homes without the dangers linked to lead. Isn't it fascinating how a single word can connect us to ancient Roman engineering and reveal the evolution of what we depend on every day? Scientists recently discovered that Middle Eastern oil shapes global economies. It's fascinating that the Middle East is home to the largest oil reserves in the world. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and the United Arab Emirates hold a staggering portion of these reserves, significantly shaping their economies and boosting their global influence. This region's oil acts as a catalyst for wealth, transforming arid landscapes into vibrant urban centers filled with cutting-edge architecture and modern amenities. The revenue generated from oil has not only improved infrastructure and living standards, but also attracted foreign investments and tourism, propelling growth in various sectors. However, the significance of oil in this region extends beyond economic prosperity. It has also emerged as a pivotal element in international politics. The control and distribution of oil have sparked complex relationships, influencing conflicts and alliances that dominate headlines worldwide. Understanding these dynamics is crucial, as fluctuations in oil prices can ripple across economies, affecting everything from gas prices to geopolitical stability. So the next time you hear news about oil prices or OPEC meetings, remember the vital role that this rich, oil-laden landscape plays in molding our interconnected world. Did you know the highest swing is in China? This incredible swing, found in the breathtaking landscapes of Zhangjiajie, soars high at 328 feet above the ground. Imagine the thrill as you're launched off a cliff, feeling the rush of wind in your hair while swinging down into the stunning valley below. Riders experience exhilarating speeds of up to 75 miles per hour, making it one of the most thrilling experiences you can find. Safety is paramount, with harnesses and safety measures ensuring an adrenaline-pumping yet secure adventure. This swing not only caters to daredevils, but also offers views that are simply stunning, with the picturesque cliffs and lush greenery surrounding you. Whether you're an adventurer seeking a thrilling ride or a nature lover wanting to enjoy breathtaking scenery, this swing provides a little of both. Are you ready to take the plunge? Here's something incredible about the youngest Oscar winner. Tatum O'Neal made history in 1974 when she won the Best Supporting Actress award for her stunning performance in the film Paper Moon at just 10 years old. This remarkable achievement not only captured the attention of audiences, but also solidified her place in the record books as the youngest person to win an Academy Award in any competitive category. Imagine the excitement of being a child and receiving such a prestigious accolade. Tatum portrayed the charming Addie Loggins, a role that showcased her undeniable talent and won her fans around the world. The film itself, a delightful blend of comedy and drama set during the Great Depression, allowed her to shine alongside her father, Ryan O'Neal, who played her on-screen father. Tatum's win was groundbreaking in Hollywood, igniting vital discussions about the representation of youth in cinema and inspiring future generations of young performers. Her extraordinary journey serves as a powerful reminder that with passion and hard work, achievements know no age limit. What makes Brunei's tax policy so unique? Unlike most countries, Brunei stands out by not imposing taxes on personal income. This remarkable approach allows residents to keep more of their hard-earned money. Instead of traditional taxation methods, Brunei relies on its plentiful reserves of oil and natural gas to generate revenue. These natural resources serve as the backbone of the country's economy, funding essential public services and welfare programs. The government uses this wealth to provide free healthcare, education, and even subsidies for housing and utilities, making life significantly more affordable for its citizens. While this system may seem unusual to those living in nations where taxes are a part of everyday life, it creates a unique social environment in Brunei. With no income tax, citizens often enjoy a higher standard of living compared to many of their regional neighbors. So how does this surprising model play out in practice, and what challenges might it face in the future? Have you ever wondered about America's longest-running TV show? Many people mistakenly think The Simpsons takes the top spot, but that's not quite right. While it is the longest-running scripted primetime series, the title of the absolute longest-running American TV show goes to Meet the Press. This news program first aired in 1947 and still runs today, making it a pioneer in television history. It's easy to overlook other long-lasting shows, especially daytime dramas. For example, Guiding Light aired for an incredible 72 years, showcasing how diverse television programming really is. So while we often celebrate animated comedies, let's not forget the sturdy news and soap opera giants that have graced our screens for decades. They have shaped television in ways we often take for granted. Isn't it fascinating how these shows have stood the test of time? What hidden secrets do Easter Island heads hold? In 2010, archaeologists made a shocking discovery that changed our understanding of these iconic stone figures. Known as moai, the famous heads of Easter Island were long believed to be just that, heads. However, researchers uncovered that two of these massive monoliths actually have bodies buried beneath the soil. This revelation challenges the traditional view and suggests the moai were designed to honor ancestors, with their complete forms symbolizing power and connection to the spiritual world. By examining the buried torsos, scientists can learn more about their construction techniques and the cultural significance behind them. The findings also raise questions about the ancient Rapa Nui people and how they viewed their lineage. Could there be more secrets lurking just beneath the surface of Easter Island? Exploring these mysteries might help us learn more about this fascinating civilization. Believe it or not, heavy water exists in nature. In every 6,400 hydrogen atoms found in regular water, one is actually a deuterium atom. This special hydrogen isotope is what gives rise to heavy water, a unique version of H2O that has more mass due to its neutron count. Interestingly, heavy water has a slightly sweet taste, making it quite distinct. While it's safe to drink in small amounts, it becomes hazardous when more than half of your body's water is heavy water. Such a high concentration can disrupt vital biological processes and even lead to serious health issues. Our bodies rely on the regular form of water for countless functions, including hydration, digestion, and temperature regulation. So while it might be tempting to sip this sweet variety, moderation is key. Too much of any kind of water can be dangerous. What if I told you supermassive black holes shape galaxies? Recent studies suggest that many galaxies, including our very own Milky Way, are home to enormous black holes lurking at their centers. These supermassive black holes can have masses equivalent to millions or even billions of suns, and they exert an incredible gravitational pull. This immense gravity influences the stars and gas surrounding them, playing a crucial role in how galaxies form and evolve over time. The presence of a supermassive black hole may help regulate star formation, as their gravitational influence can stimulate or hinder the birth of new stars. As scientists continue to explore these cosmic giants, they're uncovering more about the relationship between supermassive black holes and the galaxies they inhabit. How do you think these black holes impact our understanding of the universe? Why exactly does Adele Gödel's story surprise us? Adele, the wife of brilliant mathematician Kurt Gödel, had a life that was anything but ordinary. When they first met, she was dazzling audiences as a dancer at a cabaret, a stark contrast to the world of high-level mathematics. However, she soon experienced rejection and isolation within the academic community after they moved to the prestigious Princeton Institute for Advanced Study. Despite her talents, Adele struggled to find acceptance among the scholars, many of whom were focused solely on their research and theories. This situation highlights the challenges faced by talented women in male-dominated fields, even in the 20th century. Adele's journey reminds us that outside appearances can be deceiving, and the barriers one faces often have little to do with their abilities. Her story invites us to reflect on the importance of diversity and inclusion in all areas of life. Discover the coldest place in the universe. Scientists at MIT have created a remarkable laboratory that reaches an astonishing temperature of 270 degrees Celsius. This chilling achievement puts it even colder than the vast expanse of outer space, which averages around 270.45 degrees Celsius. To put this into perspective, Antarctica once held the record for the lowest temperature on Earth, recorded at a frigid 89.2 degrees Celsius in 1983. The extreme cold achieved in this lab is crucial for studying quantum mechanics and the behavior of atoms. By cooling atoms to near absolute zero, researchers can observe strange phenomena that can't be seen at higher temperatures, such as Bose-Einstein condensates. In this unique state, particles act as a single quantum entity, leading to fascinating discoveries. Isn't it incredible that such extreme conditions can help us unlock the secrets of the universe? Did you know who invented the traffic cone? Charles D. Scanlon, a street painter from Los Angeles, created a durable rubber cone to replace the cumbersome wooden tripods that were once used for marking roads. His innovation transformed road safety and became a global icon of caution. Suddenly, instead of wooden tripods that were heavy and hard to carry, we had lightweight, bright orange cones that could be spotted from a distance. Unfortunately, this beloved invention has also led to an odd irony. Over 1 million traffic cones are stolen each year. What was meant to enhance safety on the streets has turned into a hot target for theft. This makes us wonder, what motivates people to take something designed for public good? From curious collectors to pranksters, the reasons behind this epidemic raise interesting questions about human behavior. So next time you see a traffic cone, remember Scanlon's clever invention and the bizarre twist of fate it has experienced. You won't believe this about joint cracking. Have you ever wondered why your knees, knuckles, or elbows make that popping sound? It's all about gas. When you stretch or move your joints, the pressure changes inside the joint capsule. This change causes gases like oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, which are dissolved in the joint fluid to form tiny bubbles. When these bubbles rapidly collapse or burst, they create that distinctive cracking sound. Scientists have studied this phenomenon and found that the sound is usually harmless, so no need to worry. Still, if you experience pain alongside the cracking, it might be wise to consult a doctor. So next time you hear that pop or crack, remember it's just your joints letting out some gas. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies work? Believe it or not, The Faroe Islands are magical. Nestled between the dramatic landscapes of Iceland and Norway, this stunning archipelago appears like a dream come to life. Each island features striking, steep cliffs that plunge into the vast Atlantic Ocean, while picturesque waterfalls cascade gracefully into the sea. The vibrant villages dot the landscape, showcasing charming houses with thatched grass roofs that blend seamlessly into lush green meadows. For those who crave adventure, the Faroe Islands offer thrilling opportunities like birdwatching, where you might spot puffins nesting on rugged cliffs or hiking along trails that lead to breathtaking views, from vast ocean horizons to jagged mountains. A highlight of any visit is Múlafossua, an awe-inspiring waterfall that cascades directly into the ocean, making it a favorite for photographers and tourists. After a day of exploration, you can unwind on a scenic island cruise or indulge in delectable local fish dishes that celebrate the ocean's bounty. The Faroe Islands transcend mere travel. They provide a serene escape where the wonders of nature shine bright, ensuring every visitor walks away with unforgettable memories. Believe it or not, Malta's history is fascinating. The Malta area, known today for its rich heritage, gained recognition as a significant location in 1961. This small yet vibrant region played a crucial role during the 1980s, particularly in cultural and social activities. As a hub for local artists and musicians, Malta became a gathering point where creativity flourished. Community events celebrated the diverse backgrounds of its residents, making it a melting pot of traditions and ideas. With its picturesque views and welcoming atmosphere, Malta attracted visitors who wanted to experience its unique charm firsthand. Over the years, the area has evolved while cherishing its roots, showcasing galleries, theaters, and artisan shops that reflect its artistic legacy. Today, people often visit Malta not only to admire its beauty, but also to connect with its lively past and bright future. So what stories will you discover in Malta's enchanting streets? Did you know that a student made a better Mona Lisa? Recently, art enthusiasts were thrilled to discover that one of Leonardo da Vinci's students, perhaps a lesser-known artist, created an exact replica of the famous painting in the very same studio. This replica is not just any copy, it is remarkably well preserved, allowing viewers to see details that have faded or been damaged in the original over the centuries. The student captured nuances in color and brushwork that da Vinci himself had executed, offering valuable insights into the master's techniques. As experts analyze this striking work, they gain a deeper understanding of the artistic methods used during the Renaissance. It poses an intriguing question about how close the replica comes to the original vision of da Vinci. Is it possible that this student, working under such a legendary figure, painted the Mona Lisa in a way that brings fresh light to its mysteries? What if I told you augmented reality rings are here? These exciting gadgets let users see and interact with holograms floating in midair, all without needing screens or special lenses. Imagine reaching out and grabbing a virtual object that isn't really there, just by moving your fingers. That's the magic of augmented reality rings. They use advanced sensors to detect your finger movements and respond instantly, creating a seamless experience unlike anything we've seen before. You can manipulate virtual interfaces effortlessly, whether it's playing games or designing structures right in front of you. Users can feel like they're part of a sci-fi movie, bringing fantasy closer to reality. As technology continues to improve, these rings could revolutionize how we interact with digital information, making our daily tasks easier and sparking creativity. Are you ready to step into the future with these amazing devices? Hard to believe, but a postman built a castle. Le Palais Idéal, a stunning 85-foot-long masterpiece in France, is the brainchild of postman Ferdinand Cheval. Over 34 years, from 1879 to 1912, Cheval dedicated his spare time to creating this extraordinary structure using stones he collected during his daily mail route. Lacking formal architectural training, he drew inspiration from dreams in nature, infusing the castle with whimsical designs that blend various styles, including Gothic and Baroque. Each stone was carefully placed, reflecting his passion and determination. Today, Le Palais Idéal stands as a testament to his creativity, attracting visitors from all around the world eager to marvel at its intricate details. And here's Cheval's remarkable story of perseverance. So, next time you think of unusual art, remember this incredible castle built by a humble postman. Here's what actually happens when pineapples grow. Pineapples are fascinating because they are classified as multiple fruits. This means that unlike apples or pine trees, which grow from a single ovary, pineapples form through the fusion of many individual berries as they mature. Each little section you see on a pineapple's surface comes from a separate flower that produces its own berry. The process starts when the pineapple plant flowers and its fruit begins to develop. Instead of separating like most berries, these fruitlets join together, creating the large, sweet pineapple we love. Interestingly, this unique growth process ties pineapples more closely to a cluster of berries than to other fruits like apples. The next time you enjoy a juicy slice, remember that it's a collection of berries coming together to delight your taste buds. Isn't nature amazing? Did you know your ears can hear a ticking watch? The human ears are remarkable organs, capable of detecting sounds as soft as a ticking watch from an impressive distance of 20 feet, or about 6 meters. This extraordinary sensitivity allows us to pick up even the faintest sounds in our environment. But the magic doesn't stop there. Our ears can also distinguish between an astonishing 7,000 different pitches. This ability means that we can enjoy music, recognize voices, and even notice subtle changes in everyday sounds. Whether it's the gentle rustle of leaves or the distant chirping of crickets, our auditory system helps us navigate and appreciate the world around us. So the next time you hear a soft sound, remember how amazing your ears really are and how much they help shape your experiences. Have you ever wondered why dogs tilt their heads? This adorable behavior is more than just a cute quirk. It serves a purpose. When dogs hear familiar words or tones in your voice, they often tilt their heads to better capture and understand what you're saying. Research shows that this head tilt helps them adjust the position of their ears, which can enhance their ability to locate sounds and decipher familiar commands. Picture your dog tilting its head while you say walk or treat. They're actively listening and processing those words. This behavior can also be seen in puppies as well as older dogs, suggesting it's a natural instinct that helps strengthen their bond with humans. So next time your furry friend cocks its head while you're chatting away, remember it's trying its best to understand you and engage with you. Isn't that heartwarming? You won't believe this about the first computer mouse. In 1964, Douglas Engelbart unveiled an innovative device that would change how we interact with computers forever. This first mouse was a square wooden box equipped with 2 internal wheels, a far cry from the sleek designs we know today. Remarkably, it didn't even have buttons or a visible cursor, making it quite different from our modern expectations. Engelbart's invention sat relatively unnoticed for years, but it laid the groundwork for future advancements. It took almost 2 decades for the concept to gain traction, with Apple playing a crucial role in refining and popularizing the design. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, the mouse became a staple of personal computing, helping users navigate their screens seamlessly. Can you imagine using a computer without a mouse now? Guess what really drives the Tour de France titles? The 7 Tour de France titles from 1999 to 2005 remain unclaimed due to some serious doping scandals involving Lance Armstrong and other top finishers. In what was supposed to be the pinnacle of cycling excellence, those years became clouded with suspicion and controversy. Armstrong, once celebrated as a cycling legend, was later stripped of his titles after revelations of extensive doping practices. The impact was huge, not just for him, but for the entire sport. Other athletes from that era faced similar scrutiny, leading to a dark time for professional cycling. The Tour de France, a race that symbolizes endurance and fair play, now carries a weight of doubt from that period. With no official champions for those years, fans are left wondering, how would history look different if those records were clean? The shadow of those scandals still looms over the race today. Here's a wild fact about urban resilience. In the small town of Wenling, China, a couple has captured hearts and headlines by refusing to abandon their home, even as a shiny new highway encroaches on their property. While many would see this as a losing battle, their determination shines as a symbol of resilience against urban development. Instead of moving away as construction crews pressed forward, the couple chose to stay put, turning their once peaceful surroundings into a focal point of the fight for personal space and community rights. This situation has sparked conversations about the balance between infrastructure growth and preserving homes. The couple's bravery suggests that not all battles are fought with weapons. Sometimes simply holding your ground is a powerful statement. What would you do if faced with such a challenge? Let's uncover the truth about lightsaber sounds. The iconic sound of lightsabers in Star Wars is more than just a cool effect. It's a masterclass in sound design by Ben Burtt. When Burtt was working on the original Star Wars film, he combined the hum from an old television tube with the buzz of a film projector, creating a truly unique sound. This accidental combination resulted in the unmistakable swoosh and crackle that fans recognize instantly. The way these sounds interact gives lightsabers an electrifying presence, making the battles feel even more thrilling. This clever blending of everyday sounds became one of the most recognizable audio signatures in film history, elevating the atmosphere of the Star Wars universe. Today, every time we hear that familiar sound, we're reminded of epic space duels and the timeless struggle between good and evil. Can you imagine a galaxy far, far away without it? This might surprise you. Samsung can disable your TV. Samsung has developed a unique feature in their TVs that allows them to remotely disable units equipped with a television block function. When these TVs are connected to the internet, they constantly check their serial codes against Samsung servers. If a match is found, typically linked to theft or unauthorized sales, the TV will simply stop working. This clever mechanism is designed to combat cargo theft and ensure that products are sold through authorized retailers only. Imagine purchasing a new TV only to find out it's been disabled because it was stolen or sold illegally. While this feature can protect against dishonest practices, it also raises questions about consumer rights and ownership. After all, how do you feel about a company having the power to turn off a device you own? What makes Liechtenstein so unique and safe? This tiny European country is not only one of the smallest in the world, but it's also known for its incredible safety and serene way of life. Many residents live with their doors unlocked, reflecting the trust and peace that permeate this charming nation. During World War I, Liechtenstein showcased its distinctive spirit when it sent a small army of just 80 men to guard its borders. This quirky mission took an unexpected turn. Instead of encountering conflict, the soldiers made a new friend along their patrol and returned home with an additional member in their ranks. This friendly tale highlights Liechtenstein's character, where safety and camaraderie flourish even in challenging times. Whether it's its breathtaking mountains or close-knit community, this little country reminds us that sometimes the smallest places have the biggest stories. With such a unique history and a tranquil lifestyle, who wouldn't want to learn more about Liechtenstein? Did you know Saudi Arabia imports sand for construction? Despite being home to the Rub al Khali, which is the largest sand desert on Earth, the country faces a surprising challenge. The desert is vast and its sand grains are smooth and finely polished by the wind, making them unsuitable for building sturdy structures. Instead, construction companies in Saudi Arabia prefer sand that is rougher and more angular, as this type of sand binds better when mixed with cement, leading to stronger concrete. To meet the demand for quality construction materials, Saudi Arabia imports sand from countries like the United States and Canada, ensuring that their ambitious infrastructure projects can thrive. This interesting turn of events highlights how even the most abundant natural resource can come with its own set of limitations. What will this mean for future building projects? Can you imagine Venus as a volcano hotspot? This dazzling planet, shrouded in thick clouds, boasts the highest number of volcanoes in our solar system, with estimates of over 160,000. While many of these volcanoes are long gone and considered extinct, some might still be rumbling beneath the surface. Scientists think that Venus's rigid crust could trap heat generated from its volcanic activity. This buildup of heat might cause periodic resurfacing, creating a constantly changing landscape of lava flows and volcanic domes. Unlike Earth, where tectonic plates constantly shift, Venus's crust remains largely static, leading to a fascinating phenomenon where volcanic eruptions could reshape its surface over time. Researchers are eager to understand these volcanic activities as they could offer clues about the planet's geological history and what makes Venus such a unique neighbor in our celestial family. Alien abduction in Pascagoula? You won't believe this story. In 1973, an astonishing event occurred in Pascagoula, Mississippi, when fishermen Calvin Parker and Charles Hickson reported a chilling encounter with extraterrestrial beings. While fishing by the Pascagoula River, the two men claimed they were approached by aliens with peculiar, lobster-like claws. These strange visitors didn't speak a word, but swiftly grabbed the fishermen, taking them aboard their craft. Describing the creatures as having gray skin and a humanoid shape, Parker and Hickson recounted their terrifying experience to authorities after managing to escape. The story drew both intense media attention and skepticism, making it one of the most famous abduction cases in UFO history. The incident raised questions about what truly happened that night, sparking conversations about extraterrestrial life that persist today. Could life beyond Earth really exist? Did you know that waves on planet Miller are gigantic? In the movie Interstellar, these enormous waves reach a staggering height of 328 feet. Just imagine standing on a beach and watching waves that tall approach you. If something like that were to happen on Earth, it would lead to catastrophic consequences. These towering waves would dwarf everything in their path, smashing into coastlines with immense force and causing widespread destruction. On Earth, ocean waves can reach impressive heights during storms, but nothing compares to the sci-fi scale shown in Interstellar. The filmmakers used advanced scientific concepts and stunning visuals to create a thrilling yet terrifying scenario. It's a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and how tiny we really are in comparison. Just one of these colossal waves would be enough to change the landscape forever. What do you think would happen if such waves appeared on our planet? Hard to believe, but Voyager 1 is so far away. Currently, this incredible spacecraft lies about 24.9 million kilometers, or 15.5 million miles from Earth. This staggering distance is difficult to comprehend, especially when you realize that it takes a signal traveling at the speed of light an impressive 23 hours and 9 minutes to reach it. Imagine sending a message to a friend and waiting nearly a day for a response. Voyager 1 was launched in 1977 to explore the outer planets and has been traveling through space for over 4 decades. It's like a cosmic postcard sending back invaluable data about our solar system and beyond. As it journeys through the vastness of space, it continues to teach us about the universe, reminding us how small we are in the grand scheme of things. What other secrets might it discover out there? Ever wondered about the friend paradox? This intriguing concept reveals a surprising fact. Your friends likely have more friends than you do. The friend paradox occurs because of the way social networks are built. In these networks, popular people are often connected to many individuals. So when you look at your friends' friend lists, those popular ones appear multiple times. Imagine if you're friends with a social butterfly who knows everyone. While you might have a close circle of buddies, that friend's connections can make it seem like they're surrounded by even more people. This phenomenon sheds light on how friendship dynamics work in our lives. It challenges our perceptions of popularity and belonging, making us rethink how we view our own social circles. So the next time you feel like your friends are winning in the friendship game, remember that their connections might not tell the full story. Turns out, the truth is that Knickers is massive. This impressive bull from Australia tips the scales at around 3,100 pounds, standing nearly 6 feet 7 inches tall. To put that into perspective, he's about the height of an average basketball player. Knickers is a Holstein cow, a breed typically known for being quite a bit smaller than him. While most cows are relatively modest in size, Knickers commands attention wherever he goes, and for good reason. His sheer size makes him a standout not just among his peers, but in the entire animal kingdom. Farm visitors are often in awe, taking photos and videos as he strolls gracefully through his pasture. Knickers isn't just a giant, he represents the unique traits of farm animals that can both surprise and delight us. How amazing is it to meet a cow that could easily dunk a basketball? Is it really true that China's Tempok is hidden? On July 1st, many people claim that Tempok, an impressive structure in China, can't be seen from outside the country, even with the most advanced telescopes. This adds an air of mystery to this fascinating site. Tempok is reportedly a massive installation surrounded by high-security measures, which makes it difficult for outsiders to catch a glimpse of it. Some high-tech telescopes can scan large areas, but China is known for its strict surveillance policies, and finding Tempok through the fog of restrictions can be almost impossible. This has led to a blend of curiosity and skepticism about what exactly is happening there. Could it be a secret government project or something else entirely? While the claims spark speculation, the truth about Tempok remains elusive. What do you think is hidden behind those walls? Have you ever heard silence like this? At Microsoft's headquarters in Washington, you can find the world's quietest room, a place so silent that it pushes the boundaries of what we think about sound. In this unique space, sound levels are measured in negative decibels, meaning it is quieter than anything you'd usually experience. The sound is so faint that people inside can actually hear their own blood circulating. This remarkable effect is a result of special acoustic materials used in the room's design, which absorbs sound waves, creating an environment where even the faintest noises become pronounced. Visitors often describe the experience as eerie, with some claiming they can hear their own body functions, like their heartbeat, in a way they've never noticed before. This quiet zone isn't just about silence. It's a fascinating tool for testing sound equipment and exploring how we perceive noise. Imagine what it would feel like to sit in a room where you can hear every tiny sound your body makes. Guess what fuels healthy guts in infants? Human breast milk is more than just a source of nutrition. It contains oligosaccharides, special sugars that act as prebiotics. These unique compounds serve as food for beneficial gut bacteria, which play a crucial role in developing an infant's microbiome. A flourishing gut microbiome is essential because it helps support the immune system, protecting babies from infections and diseases. When babies consume breast milk, they not only receive vital nutrients like proteins and fats, but also these oligosaccharides that nourish their good bacteria. This setup is important because an established gut microbiome can set the stage for better health in the future. Research reveals that a healthy microbiome can impact everything from digestion to immunity and even mood. By breastfeeding, mothers provide their babies with a natural way to kickstart their health journey. So the next time someone questions the magic of breast milk, remember the powerful role of oligosaccharides in shaping a baby's gut health. What if I told you about the moon's craters? These fascinating features on the moon's surface tell a dramatic story of cosmic collisions. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, is pockmarked with visible craters, each one representing an impact from an asteroid or comet that occurred over millions of years. Unlike Earth, the moon has no atmosphere to shield it from these high-speed space rocks, allowing craters to remain visible for eons. Some craters, like the famous Tycho, are hundreds of kilometers wide and possess stunning bright rays that extend far across the lunar surface. These craters vary in size and age, giving scientists clues about the history of our solar system. By studying them, researchers learn not only about the moon's past, but also about the processes that shaped other celestial bodies. So next time you gaze at the moon, remember that its rugged landscape is a record of ancient impacts and a testament to the chaotic beauty of our universe. Prepare to be amazed by Beppu's hot springs. This vibrant city in Japan is a true paradise for those who love relaxation and natural wonders, boasting an incredible 2,300 volcanic hot springs. Each spring offers a unique experience, from bubbling mud pots to steamy geysers, making it one of the most famous onsen towns in the world. Visitors can indulge in rejuvenating baths, where the mineral-rich waters are said to have healing properties. The stunning landscape, dotted with steam rising from the earth, creates a mesmerizing atmosphere that feels like stepping into another world. Beppu also hosts exciting events like the Hell Tour, showcasing distinct hot springs that are too hot for bathing, yet fascinating to explore. With its rich cultural heritage and delicious local cuisine, Beppu has much to offer, So whether you're seeking adventure or tranquility, this city welcomes you to experience the magic of its geothermal treasures. Why exactly does sugar have such a fascinating history? It all started in India, where the world's first refined sugar was developed around 510 BC. Imagine this. Ancient Indians discovered a way to extract and purify sugar from sugarcane, creating a sweetener that would eventually change the culinary landscape forever. At that time, they mastered techniques that made sugar not just a rare luxury, but a more widely available ingredient. This innovation allowed sweetness to spread beyond regional borders and influence cuisines all over the globe. Before refined sugar, people relied on honey or fruits to satisfy their sweet cravings, which were often limited by availability. Sugar quickly gained popularity and became a vital part of cultural practices, desserts, and even medicine. Today, sugar is everywhere, from our morning coffee to snacks we can't resist, and it all traces back to that early ingenuity in India. Isn't it amazing how a simple idea reshaped the world? Did you know Iguazu Falls has 275 breathtaking waterfalls? This magnificent natural wonder sits on the border between Argentina and Brazil, captivating visitors with its incredible beauty and sheer power. The falls stretch over nearly 2 miles and consist of a breathtaking series of waterfalls cascading into the Iguazu River. Each waterfall is unique, with varying heights and shapes, creating a stunning panorama that leaves onlookers in awe. When you visit, you can walk along paths for up-close views or even take boat rides that get you splashed by the misty spray. The surrounding rainforest is home to diverse wildlife, so along with the sound of rushing water, you might spot colorful birds like toucans or playful monkeys swinging from the trees. The name Iguazu comes from the indigenous Guarani language, meaning big water, which is truly fitting. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is not just a visual feast, it's also a reminder of the incredible natural forces at work in our world. Isn't it amazing how nature can create such spectacular scenery? Believe it or not, ducks inspired the word duck. The name duck actually comes from the way these birds dip their heads underwater to find food. Imagine a duck gliding gracefully across a pond, then suddenly bobbing its head beneath the surface. This unique behavior not only defines the duck in our minds, but also influenced the English language. The verb to duck means to lower one's head, just like the bird does when searching for tasty treats like plants and small fish. Isn't it fascinating how our language evolves based on the natural world? Language is full of surprises, and this connection reveals the intricate relationship between humans and animals. Whenever we hear the word duck, we can visualize the curious bird feeding in tranquil waters, reminding us of the beauty of nature and the cleverness of our language. Did you know the Amazon River is the largest? This remarkable river boasts the greatest water volume of any river in the world, a title that makes it truly special. Flowing over 4,000 miles through South America, the Amazon winds its way through dense rainforests, nurturing diverse ecosystems along the way. Its water volume is about 209,000 cubic meters per second, which is more than the next 7 largest rivers combined. This immense flow supports countless species of fish, birds, and mammals, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. The Amazon River not only plays a crucial role in the local environment, but also influences global weather patterns. It releases vast amounts of moisture into the atmosphere, affecting rainfall across regions far from its banks. Additionally, the river is vital for the indigenous communities who rely on its waters for transportation, food, and cultural practices. With so many unique aspects, the Amazon River is not just the largest by volume, but also a lifeline for biodiversity and human life. How fascinating is that? Did you know forests shelter most of Earth's wildlife? Forests are incredible ecosystems that serve as the home for over 80% of the world's land-based species of animals, plants, and insects. This staggering number highlights just how vital our forests are for maintaining biodiversity. They provide essential habitats for creatures ranging from the tiniest insects to majestic mammals. For instance, think of the lush Amazon rainforest, where countless species thrive, many of which are still undiscovered. Additionally, forests play a crucial role in our environment. They help regulate the climate, produce oxygen, and improve air quality. Without these green giants, we would lose not just the beauty of nature, but also the balance that supports life on Earth. Unfortunately, deforestation and climate change threaten these rich habitats, putting countless species at risk. Protecting our forests is crucial if we want to preserve the incredible variety of life they support. So next time you walk through a forest, remember you're stepping into a vital part of Earth's survival. How can we help protect these precious ecosystems? Meet the quirky proboscis monkey with its long nose. This fascinating creature, native to the lush rainforests of Borneo, boasts a nose that can grow up to 7 inches long in adult males. What's the purpose of such an extraordinary feature? Scientists believe it's all about attraction and communication. The male proboscis monkey uses its prominent nose to impress potential mates, signaling health and genetic fitness. Additionally, this unique shape enhances the monkey's vocal resonance, allowing its calls to travel further through the dense forest. This means that when they grunt or honk to signal each other or warn of dangers, their distinct calls can be heard from a long distance. The proboscis monkey's distinctive appearance doesn't just help it find a partner, it also plays a vital role in its social interactions. By observing these behaviors, researchers gain insight into how these monkeys thrive in their environment, making them a fascinating subject for study. So the next time you see a picture of this unusual primate, remember that there's more than meets the eye. What if I told you takeaway began in ancient China? In the 10th century, China saw a vibrant takeaway culture that changed how people enjoyed food on the go. Street vendors became the stars of busy streets, offering a mouth-watering variety of meals packed neatly in paper containers. This early food service wasn't just for convenience, it catered primarily to scholars and poets who had a penchant for late-night gatherings filled with discussions and creativity. Imagine these intellectuals, after an evening of sharing ideas and rhymes, grabbing a quick bite of steaming dumplings or fragrant noodles. This early version of fast food allowed them to recharge and keep the conversation flowing without sacrificing time. The combination of delicious flavors and ease made takeaway a beloved choice, paving the way for food culture we recognize today. Isn't it fascinating how something so familiar has such ancient roots? Did you know about Europa's hidden ocean? This intriguing moon of Jupiter, Europa, captivates scientists with its icy exterior, which likely conceals a vast subsurface ocean beneath. In fact, this ocean could hold more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. What makes Europa particularly exciting for future space exploration is its size. It's even larger than the planet Mercury. Researchers believe that this hidden ocean might not just be a watery world, but could have the right conditions to support life as we know it. Missions like NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper aim to study its ice shell and the potential ocean below, searching for clues about the moon's habitability. The idea that life could exist beyond Earth has always fascinated humanity, making Europa a prime candidate for exploration. Who knows what secrets this spectacular moon holds, waiting for us to discover? With each mission, we edge closer to answering the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? Have you ever wondered why old books smell so good? A UK company recently launched a unique perfume that captures the nostalgic scent of ancient pages, appealing to bibliophiles everywhere. This fragrance reveals the essence of old books, with notes reminiscent of musty pages and forgotten stories, evoking a cozy feeling of being surrounded by literary treasures. For many book lovers, the aroma of aged paper brings back cherished memories of favorite novels, spent hours in libraries and adventures in distant lands through stories. However, this perfume raises intriguing questions about our desires. Do we really want to smell like a musty library, or is it the nostalgia that we crave? While some may find the scent delightful and comforting, others might wonder if wearing it translates to being labeled as eccentric. Regardless, this innovative fragrance offers a thrilling way to celebrate literature and personal nostalgia, blending the love for books with our senses. What do you think? Would you wear the scent of stories? Why exactly does hysterical strength happen? This amazing phenomenon occurs when people tap into extraordinary physical abilities during emergencies. When a stressful situation arises, like a loved one being trapped under a car, the body releases adrenaline into the bloodstream. This surge of adrenaline temporarily allows the brain to override its usual limitations on muscle use. As a result, some individuals have been known to lift vehicles or perform feats that seem impossible under normal circumstances. Although these moments of incredible strength are rare, they show us that humans can access a hidden reservoir of power, particularly when facing life or death situations. Researchers are fascinated by hysterical strength because it raises questions about our potential capabilities. Could there be even more untapped strength within us, waiting to be unleashed in emergencies? It's a striking reminder that our bodies can go beyond what we think is possible. You might be shocked to learn that 111 reveals a pattern. This multiplication gives you 12,345, 678, 987, 654, 321, a remarkable sequence of numbers. If you look closely, you'll notice it forms an ascending sequence from 1 to 9 and then descends back to 1. It's like a number pyramid, showcasing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all in one smooth line. This isn't just random luck. It's a glorious example of how math can create beauty. Patterns like this reveal the order behind numbers and even hint at deeper truths about mathematics. Each digit plays its part, dancing together in a harmonious display. So next time you see a big number like 111, 111, remember it's not just a bunch of digits, it's a window into a fascinating world of math. What happens to love letters for the Mona Lisa? The Mona Lisa, painted by Leonardo da Vinci, is not just a famous artwork. She has her own mailbox at the Louvre. Visitors from around the globe send her heartfelt love letters, poems, and messages expressing admiration. Many people feel an emotional connection to her mysterious smile, believing there's a deeper story behind her gaze. This connection is so strong that some even pour out their feelings in writing, addressing her as though she were a friend or confidant. Although the painting itself remains quiet, the enthusiasm and devotion from fans create a lively conversation around the artwork. Each letter adds to the Mona Lisa's legacy, making her more than just a painting. She becomes a symbol of inspiration that transcends generations. It's fascinating to think how a piece of art can spark such passion and create a dialogue that continues to this day. Is it really true that petrol comes from ancient plants? It might sound surprising, but the gasoline we use today is made from ancient organic materials. Over millions of years, tiny plants and animals buried under layers of mud and silt undergo incredible transformations due to heat and pressure. To produce just 1 liter of petrol, about 23.5 tons of these ancient plants must be compressed and changed chemically. This process involves converting the plant matter into hydrocarbons, which are the key components of petroleum. It's a slow and complex journey from the lush forests of the past to the fuel that powers our cars today. Every drop of petrol you put into your vehicle carries the weight of history. So the next time you fill up at the gas station, remember the ancient plants that played a crucial role in making that fuel possible. How does such a tiny amount of petrol come from so much ancient life? Prepare to be amazed by Disney's musical magic. Disney's music, especially from TV shows, has created an extraordinary cultural phenomenon. Who hasn't found themselves singing along to catchy tunes from beloved series like DuckTales or Kim Possible? These songs often transport audiences back to childhood memories, making them feel instantly nostalgic. Disney's melodies and lyrics resonate with people of all ages, bringing friends and families together as they belt out their favorite lines. Moreover, this music does more than entertain. It plays a pivotal role in shaping our collective experiences. Disney tunes become anthems for celebrations, vacations, and everyday life, forming a soundtrack to our shared memories. Their catchy choruses and emotional ballads link communities through powerful feelings, demonstrating how a simple song can evoke profound connections. So next time you hear a Disney tune, think about the legacy and shared joy it brings. What will your favorite Disney song bring to mind? Why exactly does a dog eat your homework? In a surprising twist, this classic excuse really happened to famed author John Steinbeck. While most of us chuckle at the phrase, Steinbeck found himself in a real bind when his dog decided to munch on the manuscript for his beloved novel of Mice and Men. Imagine putting your heart and soul into a story only to have your furry friend turn it into a snack. When Steinbeck realized that half of his work was gone, he had to reach out to his editor for a little more time. This amusing anecdote shows that even the greatest writers face unexpected challenges. Instead of panicking, Steinbeck's quick thinking and humor transformed a disaster into a fun story. So next time you hear someone use the excuse of a dog eating homework, remember that even literary legends have had their canine calamities. Did you know Ottoman ships once sailed over land? This fascinating tactic took place during the historic siege of Constantinople in 1453. The Ottoman Empire faced a significant challenge, a fortified chain blocking their navy's access to the harbor. Rather than giving up, they came up with a brilliant plan. They utilized chained ships, dragging their warships overland, effectively bypassing the defensive barrier. This daring maneuver allowed the Ottomans to launch surprise attacks and gain a crucial advantage in their efforts to capture the city. The sight of warships moving on wheels across the terrain must have been both shocking and awe-inspiring. This innovative strategy not only showcased the Ottomans' military ingenuity, but also underscored the lengths they were willing to go to secure their ambitions. Who would have thought that warships could navigate on dry land? Can you believe planarians can grow back their brains? These amazing flatworms possess extraordinary regenerative abilities that have fascinated scientists for years. If a planarian gets cut into tiny pieces, each fragment has the power to regenerate into a complete functioning worm, including a new brain. This remarkable skill makes them a hot topic in biological research and offers insights into healing and regeneration in other species, including humans. Scientists study planarians to understand the underlying process that allow them to regrow tissues, which might one day lead to breakthroughs in medicine, especially for treating injuries and degenerative diseases. Researchers are also exploring the genetic and cellular mechanisms behind this regeneration, hoping to unlock secrets that could enhance healing in our own bodies. Imagine if we could harness this ability. What if humans could heal wounds or recover from injuries as effortlessly as planarians? The study of these tiny, resilient creatures continues to inspire and provoke curiosity, opening a window into the future of regenerative medicine. Discover how Coca-Cola was made in the Maldives. This refreshing drink took an innovative twist when it was produced using desalinated ocean water. By transforming salty seawater into fresh, drinkable water, Coca-Cola harnessed cutting-edge technology to create its beloved beverage even in island nations. The process of desalination involves removing salt and other impurities from seawater, making it safe and suitable for consumption. This clever method not only provided a unique local ingredient, but also highlighted the interconnectedness of chemistry and commerce. It demonstrates how science can solve real-world challenges, especially in places where fresh water is scarce. So the next time you sip on a Coca-Cola, remember the extraordinary journey of its ingredients, baked right in the heart of the Maldives. Discover the amazing origins of The Simpsons. The Simpsons is not just a beloved show, it represents a pivotal moment in animated television history. Created by Matt Groening, this show first hit screens in 1989 and quickly gained popularity for its sharp humor and cultural commentary. What many don't know is that it was developed alongside other animated series like Yaskemi Ovcha and Yabba Dabba, which were part of a wave of innovations in the animation industry. Simpsons made its mark by combining satire, relatable characters, and a unique family dynamic, setting it apart from its predecessors. Its influence can be seen today in countless animated programs that followed. So when you laugh at Homer's antics or Marge's frustrations, remember that this iconic series not only shaped entertainment, but also opened doors for future animation, encouraging diverse storytelling and creative freedom. Have you ever thought about how these early influences shaped your favorite shows? Surprisingly, Mark Wahlberg started as Marky Mark. In the 1990s, before he became a famous actor, Mark Wahlberg was making waves in the hip-hop scene. He performed under the catchy name Marky Mark and quickly gained attention for his energetic style and catchy beats. One of his biggest hits was Good Vibrations, a song that not only topped charts, but also showcased his talent and charisma as a performer. This infectious track helped to propel his music career and introduced him to a wider audience. Mark's journey from a hip-hop artist to a Hollywood star is truly remarkable, proving that passion and hard work can lead to unexpected opportunities. Today, he is known for his roles in popular films like Ted and Transformers. But it's fascinating to remember that he once got his start with a vibrant beat and a catchy hook. How many actors have such a diverse beginning? Here's what actually happens when pop stars misbehave. In a surprising turn of events, Canadian pop star Justin Bieber found himself banned from entering China due to his controversial past. This decision, rooted in a history of questionable behavior that includes arrests and public incidents, showcases the country's strict regulations on who can enter its borders. Authorities in China aim to purify the nation's image and maintain social order by keeping out individuals who could be seen as poor role models. Fans were left disappointed as Bieber's antics, like egging a neighbor's house and showing up late to concerts, contributed to a reputation that didn't sit well with Chinese officials. This ban is a reminder that celebrity behavior can have real consequences, especially in countries with strict cultural values. So what do you think? Should celebrities be held to a higher standard, or is everyone entitled to a few mistakes? Did you know that your phone is dirtier than a toilet seat? Recent research reveals that mobile phones harbor more bacteria than public toilet seats, which might shock you. Our phones travel everywhere with us, often sharing pockets with keys and coins, making them perfect spots for germs to thrive. Every time you touch your phone and then your face or food, there's a chance you're transferring nasty bacteria right where you don't want them. This is especially important to consider during cold and flu season when germs are more rampant. Regularly cleaning your phone with disinfectant wipes or a soft cloth can significantly reduce the risk of spreading these unwanted guests. So the next time you scroll through social media or reply to a text, remember to give your phone a good clean. Isn't it time to treat your phone like the germ hotspot it really is? Have you ever thought peppers are vegetables? Surprisingly, they're actually classified as fruits, specifically as berries. This might sound odd at first, but it's all about how botanists define these terms. In botanical terms, a fruit is the part of a plant that develops from its flowers and contains seeds. Peppers fit this description perfectly, as they grow from the flowering part of the plant and house seeds inside. This means that while we often treat them as vegetables in our salads and dishes, they are biologically fruits. Imagine biting into a bell pepper and realizing it's more closely related to strawberries or tomatoes than to lettuce. This classification can change how we think about cooking and nutrition too. By considering peppers as fruits, it opens up possibilities for how we use them in recipes. For instance, they can add a sweet kick to fruit salads or smoothies. So next time you're enjoying your favorite pepper, remember that you're not just munching on a vegetable, but savoring a berry in disguise. Is it really true that panthers aren't a species? It might surprise you, but the term panther doesn't represent a specific type of big cat. Instead, it refers to certain jaguars and leopards displaying a genetic condition known as melanism. This fascinating trait causes their fur to become black or very dark, creating the striking appearance we often associate with panthers. Yet even though these animals look solid black, they still have the typical spots that identify them as leopards or jaguars. Melanism is an excellent example of how nature has diverse variations, even within the same species. Some scientists believe this dark coloration offers better camouflage in dense forests, allowing these big cats to sneak up on their prey more effectively. So the next time you hear someone mention a panther, remember that they could be talking about either a jaguar or a leopard flaunting its unique melanistic fur. Isn't it intriguing how a single term can encompass such beautiful variations in nature? Did you know cinnamon comes from trees? Cinnamon is derived from the inner bark of cinnamon trees, a fascinating process that begins after the monsoon season when the trees are harvested. Farmers carefully cut and peel the outer layer of the bark to reveal the inner bark, which is the part used for the spice we love. This inner bark is then air-dried to develop its rich flavor. The most prized variety is called Ceylon cinnamon, and it hails from Sri Lanka, which astonishingly produces about 90% of the world's cinnamon. Known for its mild and delicate flavor, Ceylon cinnamon is often preferred for cooking and baking, making it a staple in many kitchens. Its aromatic qualities not only enhance dishes like pastries and curries, but also offer various health benefits, including anti-inflammatory properties and blood sugar regulation. So next time you sprinkle cinnamon on your oatmeal or mix it into a dessert, remember the journey it takes from tree to table? Isn't it amazing how a simple spice can have such an intricate story? Why exactly does bicycle history fascinate us so much? The first bicycles, called dandy horses, emerged in the early 19th century and were crafted entirely from wood. These innovative machines didn't have pedals, which meant riders had to propel themselves by pushing off the ground with their feet. This unique design captured the interest of the European nobility, who enjoyed cruising around in style. However, the charm of the dandy horse came with challenges. Riding on bumpy cobblestone streets proved tricky, leading to a number of accidents. As a result, some cities banned these charming bicycles to protect their inhabitants. Despite their short-lived popularity, dandy horses set the stage for future bicycle designs and innovations that paved the way for the bicycles we know today. It's fascinating to think about how far we've come, isn't it? Let's uncover the truth about onions and dogs. Many pet owners might not know that all vegetables from the allium family, especially onions, are toxic to our furry friends. Onions contain a harmful compound called N-propyl disulfide. When dogs consume onion, even in small amounts, they can suffer from a serious condition known as autoimmune hemolytic anemia, AIHA. This condition disrupts the dog's red blood cells, causing them to break down faster than they can be replaced. Unfortunately, AIHA has a staggering 80% fatality rate if not treated promptly. Symptoms may include weakness, vomiting, and even jaundice, making it crucial to keep onions and related foods out of your dog's reach. If your dog accidentally eats onions, a trip to the vet is essential. Always keep an eye on what your pooch munches on, as some human foods can be dangerous. Let's uncover the truth about tension and history. The line mentioned in the text symbolizes a deep-rooted tension and a complex history. This isn't just any line. It represents a place that has been caught in a prolonged state of waiting for peace. Think about it. Sometimes even the thinnest lines draw stark divides. They can tell powerful stories of conflict, struggle, and the yearning for harmony. When we pause to consider these boundaries, we realize they hold so much meaning. They are reminders of the battles fought and the hopes that linger. This line invites us to reflect on the journeys taken by people who have longed for resolution. Every mark on the map not only demarcates territory, but also echoes the voices of those who have lived through unrest. Can we learn from these stories and strive for a better future together? Ever thought about why tarantulas live so long? These fascinating spiders can actually live up to 30 years, surprising many who see them as short-lived creatures. Unlike most spiders that have much shorter lifespans, tarantulas take their time growing up. These hairy arachnids don't reach maturity until they're around 5 to 10 years old. Their long life is partly due to their low metabolism and protective exoskeleton, which helps them evade predators in the wild. While you might think of them as scary, many people keep tarantulas as pets and appreciate their unique behaviors. Did you know that some tarantulas can even change color as they mature? Their long lifespan allows them to play a significant role in their ecosystems, controlling insect populations. So next time you come across a tarantula, remember that this incredible creature could be living for decades. You might be shocked to learn that Rom's culture thrives. Rom, a community that has faced the harsh realities of war, offers a unique glimpse into resilience through its rich cultural heritage. While many remember the struggles and pain of conflict, some individuals from Rom highlight the beauty woven into their traditions, art, and daily life. Music flows through their gatherings, echoing tales of the past, while vibrant textiles tell stories of identity and craftsmanship. These cultural elements not only keep memories alive, but also serve as sources of strength and unity among the people. Through festivals, dance, and storytelling, Ruam celebrates its artistic spirit even amid adversity. This remarkable ability to showcase beauty amid hardship reminds us of the human capacity for hope and creativity. So how can culture evolve and flourish despite the scars of war? Believe it or not, Krampus is a holiday monster. This spooky character comes alive during the Krampus parade in Austria and Germany, where it has delighted and terrified people for centuries. Krampus, often depicted as a horned, demonic figure, is believed to punish naughty children while St. Nicholas rewards those who have been good. The parade is a thrilling spectacle, featuring participants dressed in elaborate Krampus costumes, complete with bells and chains that jingle ominously as they march through the streets. Spectators watch in awe, and sometimes fright, as Krampus figures chase after them, making for a lively and breathtaking experience. This festive celebration not only serves as a reminder to children to behave, but also connects modern communities to their rich folkloric traditions. Are you brave enough to face the Krampus? Is your iPhone screen cracked too? You might be surprised to find that approximately 15% of iPhone users are strolling around with broken screens. That's a significant number when you think about it. It's easy to overlook a cracked screen, especially when we get used to living with it. But a broken display can lead to more problems, like decreased touch sensitivity or even further damage if left unattended. It's not just an eyesore. It can affect how you use your phone for texting, browsing the internet, or taking photos. Many people end up ignoring the cracks, thinking they can just manage, but this can compromise the phone's protective features too. If you find yourself part of this 15%, you might want to consider a repair. After all, a clear screen means clearer selfies, smoother scrolling, and a happier user experience. Here's something incredible about ice cream in Russia. Some people in this vast country hold an unusual belief. Eating ice cream can actually help keep the body warm. This curious idea comes from the notion that when you consume cold foods, your body must work harder to generate heat to maintain a comfortable temperature. So when the temperature drops outside, some Russians might enjoy a scoop of their favorite ice cream, thinking it will help them stay warm. While this concept might seem puzzling to others, it highlights the fascinating ways different cultures interpret food and its effects on the body. This belief not only showcases Russia's love for ice cream, but also reflects a unique perspective on how we relate to temperature and nutrition. Whether it's a hot summer day or a chilly winter evening, you might spot people happily indulging in ice cream, convinced that it will help them cope with the cold. So the next time you see someone enjoying ice cream in sub-zero temperatures, remember this delightful and quirky tradition. Prepare to be amazed by unique Lesotho. Did you know that Lesotho is the only country in the world that is completely surrounded by another country? Nestled entirely within South Africa, this landlocked nation is often referred to as the kingdom in the sky due to its incredible altitude. With its lowest point sitting at over 1,400 meters or 4,593 feet above sea level, Lesotho boasts stunning mountain ranges, breathtaking landscapes, and a rich cultural heritage. The dramatic scenery offers a haven for hikers and nature lovers alike, while the Basotho people maintain vibrant traditions and have a distinctive identity shaped by their unique environment. Lesotho's climate varies greatly because of its elevation, leading to a diverse range of flora and fauna. Imagine experiencing a place where you can actually see snow-capped mountains, even in Africa. Isn't it fascinating how Lesotho's geographical features shape its culture and daily life? Believe it or not, U.S. taxes work in a unique way. The United States employs a progressive income tax system, which means that the more you earn, the higher percentage you pay in taxes. This system is designed to ensure that those with higher incomes contribute more to government revenue, helping fund essential services like education, healthcare, and infrastructure. But here's something that surprises many. The U.S. is one of the few countries that taxes its citizens on their worldwide income, regardless of where they live. This means that even if you decide to move abroad, you still need to report and potentially pay taxes on your earnings from around the globe. This can be a significant financial consideration for expatriates. While some argue that this system creates fairness by ensuring those who can afford to give more do so, others feel it places an unfair burden on those living outside the country. So, how does this affect Americans abroad in the economy? Understanding the ins and outs of this tax system can be crucial for many. Is it really true that Himalayan cats need grooming? These stunning felines are famous not just for their striking looks, but also for their long, silky coats that often leave us in awe. Himalayan cats, originally bred in the 1930s by crossing Siamese and Persian cats, have a beautiful combination of colors and patterns that require regular grooming to stay fabulous. With their thick fur, they can easily develop tangles and mats, which can be uncomfortable for them. To keep their coats healthy and shiny, owners should engage in daily brushing, using the right tools to gently detangle any knots. Regular grooming sessions also help reduce shedding, which can be a blessing for anyone with allergies. Plus, it's a wonderful bonding activity for both you and your furry friend. So if you're excited about welcoming a Himalayan cat into your home, be prepared to dedicate some time to their care. After all, a happy cat is a well-groomed cat. Are you ready to take on the grooming challenge? Here's a wild fact about the Riu Valley Bridge. This stunning structure soars over 6,150 feet above sea level, making it a breathtaking sight for visitors. The Riu Valley is not just known for its scenic beauty, it also features the second longest Tibetan bridge in the world, stretching an impressive 1,978 feet. Imagine walking across a bridge that sways gently in the mountain breeze while providing jaw-dropping views of the valleys below. Engineers crafted this marvel with safety and stability in mind, using advanced materials to withstand the region's harsh weather conditions and seismic activities. Today, the bridge serves as a thrilling adventure for hikers and tourists, allowing them to experience the spectacular landscape from a unique vantage point. As more people discover the Riu Valley, it's becoming a hotspot for nature lovers and adventure seekers alike. Isn't it time you explored this incredible engineering feat? Boost your productivity with the 5-minute rule. This clever strategy is a game changer for procrastinators who find it hard to start tasks. The idea is simple. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Sounds easy, right? Once you begin, your brain often shifts gears, and you might discover that you want to keep going after those 5 minutes are up. It's all about overcoming that initial inertia that stops you from getting started. For many, the hardest part of any task is breaking through that mental barrier, and the 5-minute rule makes it a breeze. This technique works well for everything from cleaning your room to tackling that big project. By focusing on just 5 minutes, you're not overwhelmed by the larger task, and before you know it, you could end up in a productive groove. So next time you're stuck, why not give it a try? Why exactly does Malcolm Lawhead matter in car history? Malcolm Lawhead, an innovative Irish-American engineer, played a pivotal role in modern automotive safety with his invention of hydraulic brakes. These brakes revolutionized how vehicles stop, providing drivers with much greater control and reducing stopping distances. Before Lawhead's breakthrough, cars relied on less efficient braking systems, which often led to dangerous situations. His contributions didn't stop there. He also founded a company that focused on enhancing automotive technology. In an interesting twist, to make things easier for customers, Lawhead's company changed its name to Lockheed, ensuring people didn't struggle with the pronunciation of his last name. Today we take hydraulic brakes for granted, but thanks to Lawhead's ingenuity, driving is safer and more reliable than ever. Isn't it fascinating how one person's ideas can drive an entire industry forward? This might surprise you. Lord Humongous steals the show. In the post-apocalyptic film, The Road Warrior, the character of Lord Humongous, with his eerie metal mask, creates a chilling presence that captivates audiences. This unforgettable villain, portrayed by actor Vernon Wells, embodies the chaos and despair of a dystopian world. The movie uses raw and gritty storytelling to reflect a society in ruins where survival comes at a high cost. Lord Humongous stands out not only for his frightening appearance, but also for his menacing demeanor, making him a nightmare for the film's protagonists. The Road Warrior is famous for its high-octane chase scenes and intense action, But it's the haunting figure of Humongous that leaves a lasting impression. Fans often appreciate how the character adds depth to the plot, fueling tension and excitement. As moviegoers navigate the gripping world of the Road Warrior, they find themselves mesmerized by the film's vivid imagery and the compelling portrayal of its villain. What do you think makes a truly memorable movie villain? You won't believe this about the Hurricane hymn. This incredible piece of music is the oldest known song in the world, dating back a staggering 3,400 years. It was discovered inscribed on a clay tablet in ancient Syria and is thought to have been a hymn dedicated to Nikal, the goddess of orchards. While we can enjoy the words, the original melody is a mystery, leaving us to imagine how it might have sounded in ancient times. The tablet contains cuneiform writing, which is one of the earliest systems of writing used by the Sumerians. This hymn gives us a rare glimpse into the spiritual life of people from the past, showcasing the importance of music in worship. So next time you hear a favorite song, remember that thousands of years ago, someone was singing to Nikal in a temple, hoping for a bountiful harvest. Isn't it amazing how music connects us through time? Here's a wild fact about penny donations. In a remarkable twist of creativity, a clever student managed to pay for his entire college education by persuading a journalist to request 1 penny from each newspaper reader. This simple idea turned into a massive success as thousands of people responded, sending in their spare change. Over time, those small donations added up to nearly $29,000, proving how even the tiniest contributions can create a big impact. The students' approach not only showcased the power of community, but also highlighted that when many people unite for a common cause, amazing things can happen. It's a testament to ingenuity, an innovative fundraising method that transformed ordinary pennies into a college degree. Have you ever thought about how small actions can lead to major changes? Have you seen a lizard glide through trees? The fascinating flying dragon lizard showcases an incredible adaptation that allows it to take to the skies. Measuring between 7.5 and 9 inches long, this remarkable creature has folds of skin along its ribs that stretch out like wings when it leaps from branch to branch. This gliding ability isn't just for show. It helps the lizard escape predators and reach food sources. In fact, it mainly feasts on ants and arboreal termites, showcasing its impressive hunting skills. When you spot one sailing gracefully between the trees, it's hard not to be amazed at nature's ingenuity. So next time you're in the forest, keep your eyes peeled. You might just witness this incredible lizard soaring high above the ground, turning the mundane into something extraordinary. Let's uncover the truth about neckties. These colorful pieces of fabric, often seen wrapped around the necks of office workers, seem to have a life of their own. Surprisingly, they serve no practical purpose. Instead, neckties have become a symbol of corporate culture, representing professionalism and authority. They date back centuries, with historians suggesting that their popularity is more about how they look rather than what they do. Originally, neckties were worn by Croatian mercenaries in the 17th century and evolved over time into various styles and materials. Today, you'll find everything from classic designs to bold prints, but their role remains largely aesthetic. So next time you see someone sporting a necktie, remember that it's often about style over substance. Why do we cling to these fashion statements that don't really serve a function in modern life?